really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now backed up in their own end. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Great place to start for this offense. Brown will throw it quickly to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out, and here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On his way from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And
this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive would... Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a
right, knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The draw. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
42 Spider. 4-2. Go.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
The Rebels moving quickly to the line. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over Louisville. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some. Turning it on! Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Touchdown Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the... At the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Jones. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick release by the QB. At the 40, there he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Makes the catch. It's Irvin. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Hard running there. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might...
There he goes! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Mung. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Levitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, he's got some space. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Rebels are on the move.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing the heat. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
3:25.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Owls with the 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Now 55 weak.
Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Brown wants to pass. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The give to the tailback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it. First down and more. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here.
Here we go.
Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! They move on top here in the fourth.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Boise State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way to get a stop, put ourselves in a position we can get the ball with some clock and try to go down and make something happen offensively.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
The Rebels inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the first down, but he did pick up 9.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability.
Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Vegas. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
31, Rice, 14.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To pad the stats. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready, ready. Easy.